All right, we are going to now be working in lesson 2.2, so chapter 2, lesson 2, and we're going to be solving multi-step equations. It says 2. Primarily we'll have 2 steps, but we're just starting to do multi-step equations. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in here on the first one. So solve. Okay? All right, so if we're looking at this, again, if you need to draw a wall on your equal sign, draw a wall. And remember, we're going to be isolating the variable. So we're going to get this a all by itself. Okay? So to do that, on this particular problem, we're going to start by adding the 6 over. We're going to undo the subtraction by doing addition. Okay? So we get rid of the addition subtraction first. So I have a 2a on the left-hand side equals 10. All right? So now since it's saying 2 times a, my second step will be to divide by 2. So a equals 5. Okay. All right, going on to example B. If you want, maybe pause the video right now, try it, and then replay it and see if you've got this one right. All right, so what we're going to do is, again, if you need to draw a wall, draw a wall. We're going to undo our addition subtraction first by adding 4 to both sides. So those will cancel. I'll have 11x left equals, and then 29 plus 4 is 33. And then my last step will be to divide by 11. So x equals 3. Okay. All right, let's go into the next one here. All right, on this guy, if you're kind of looking at him, we are going to have to take care of this division of 8. We got to get rid of the fraction first, okay? When it's a big, huge fraction like this. When it's a big guy, we got to get rid of the bottom first. So we're going to start first by multiplying both sides by 8. Cancel those out. And we have a plus 7 left in our numerator, or on the top of the fraction, equals 40. Now that we've done that, now we really just have one step left to do, which is to subtract 7 from both sides. And a will equal 33. Again, if you need to draw a wall, that's okay. Draw a wall down there so you make sure that you do it to both sides of your equal sign. All right, so on D, I would do the same thing again. I would pause the video, try D, and then push play again to see if you got this correct. All right, so what we're going to do again, if it's a big fraction bar, we got to get rid of the bottom first. So we're going to start by multiplying both sides by -2. So that cancels. So I have the numerator left, n plus 1 equals, and then since I'm multiplying a negative times a positive, I'll get a -30. I am then going to do my last step and subtract 1 from both sides, so those cancel. So n equals -31. Okay? All right, example E. Now, when we have a little itty bitty fraction, so when we have a little guy like this, we aren't too worried about the bottom. What we're going to do is we're still going to take care of that addition and subtraction, just like we did on A and B. Okay, so very similar to A and B. So I'm going to start by subtracting the 2 over. So I have -5 equals a divided by 11. And now I'm going to multiply both sides by 11. So that's going to cancel. And I'm going to have -55 equals a. All right, so now, before you, why don't you go ahead and try F on your own. So pause the video now, and then push play and see if you got it correct. All right, so again, we have a small fraction here. So little bitty guy, we worry about the 8 first, okay? So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So those cancel. So I have 3/2 r equals 19. Now, in this particular case, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the fraction, okay, by multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're going to want to multiply by 2/3. Oops, that didn't write out very well. Let's try that again. 2/3 on both sides. Okay, so again, those will cancel. R will equal. Now, if you need to put the 19 over 1, do that, okay? And then you're just going to kind of multiply across in this case because nothing will cross cancel. So 19 times 2 is 38. 1 times 3 is 3. And that would be your final answer. All right, go ahead and let's flip over to the next page. And we're going to do the same thing we did the last lesson. We're going to define a variable, write an equation, solve, and then we're going to have a complete sentence for our final answer here. Okay, so as I'm reading this, it says a pizza shop charges $9 for a large cheese pizza. Additional toppings cost $1.25 per topping. Heather paid $15.25 for her large pizza. How many toppings did she order? All right, so we're going to start by defining the variable here. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to put T for number of toppings. So T equals number of toppings, because that's what we're looking for. Okay. Now, we don't know, what do we know here for sure? We know that it's $9, kind of highlight some stuff here. We know it's $9 for just the basic pizza, so no matter what, you're paying $9. And then it's an additional $1.25 per topping. And she has a total of $15.25, okay? All right, so if I have a total here, total of $15.25, that's my total. I know it's $9 up front no matter what, and then I know it's $1.25 per topping. Per is just another word for multiply, okay? In fact, I'll kind of see, did they put, yeah, they use the word per here. This is kind of a really important thing, guys. Per means to multiply something, so anytime you see the word per, it's just like of, it means to multiply. All right, so now let's go down here and solve. So when solving this guy, first thing I'm going to do is subtract the 9 off. So that cancels. So I have $1.25 T equals $6.25. Okay, and then my next step is going to be to divide by $1.25 on each side. Okay, now some of you will be able to do this in your head. Some of you will need to do some division off to the side. But when you divide it out, you get T equals 5. So writing my final sentence here, put something like, she has 5 toppings on her pizza. Okay, and that would be my finishing sentence. Again, keep in mind, problem like this is going to be worth 4 points. So you're going to have a point to define the variable, a point to write the equation, a point to solve it, and then a point to write your final sentence. All right, and that concludes notes for Chapter 2, Lesson 2.